What up? We're making some coffee this morning, and it's my bougie tailgate coffee because we've got coffee beans in an Airscape. We've got the electric bird grinder, AeroPress because this is the jam, and a electric kettle that has temperature gauge allowed. So one of the nice things about being a bougie coffee drinker is I figured out over the years the exact amount of beans I want for my AeroPress or a pour over. And the nice part about this grinder is it is exactly the size to fill up exactly what I need. So for this burr grinder, we are like that. So it's pretty full, but it's not overly full. And then this just drops back on, and I hit a button and let it go. Now I need to get my water. So we got our Dometic water. And I'm doing about 350 milliliters of water on this one. So we're pretty much there. I like using shaker bottles because it's really easy and they're pretty flexible on their amount that you're able to hold in one. So that's pretty dope. And then we gotta turn on the EcoFlow. Is back in it. And I go to 95 Celsius. This electric kettle does 5 Celsius degree increments. So we're going to 95 because I don't want it to be quite boiling, but I want it to be near boiling. Even though filters are in the AeroPress cup situation, I like keeping them in a plastic bag. That way, since they live in the back of the truck, they don't get all covered in dust and dirt and stuff that could get into the tap. Almost there. One of the cool things about this is it tells you your temperature at the moment. So we are currently at 70 degrees Celsius. So we're getting there. Quite stoked. We're going to move you lower in with all of the coffee kitties. Oh. And one of the cool things about this is it has like an auto stop once it's done grinding. There it is. And our water is at 86 degrees, so we're almost there as well. Boom. And then now we're using the AeroPress Go, which is slightly smaller than the regular AeroPress, but I basically use the exact same coffee formula. This is about 25-ish grams of coffee, and we are going for 350 ounce coffee, or about a 350 gram or about a 12 ounce coffee at the end. And that's kind of my usual go-to out of an AeroPress. So yeah, it works out quite well because then I don't have to bring the scale out. And I like being lazy when I'm camping or traveling or anything of that nature. Come on, water. Come on, water. Alright, we're there. Boom. And now we pour about halfway and let that sit and bloom for a second. And then make sure all the marinara sauce is off my spoon handle. Then I give it a little stir after about 30 seconds. And then I do this a couple times. So we go up a little more and stir. Boom. And then I go right up as close as I can to the top. And voila. That was very hot. All right, and now there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I am a big fan of you just put the cap on and then you push any last bits of air out. So you just want to have that hint of coffee coming through, and then you stop, and then you flip it onto your cup and let it sit for about a minute and a half, somewhere in there. Now, you give it a little bit of a shaky shake. Because that's what I do. You don't have to. And then I top it off, because that's what I do. Boom. And there you go. There's my AeroPress cup of coffee for the morning. Later.